Hey guys, what's happening? I hope all is well and you're off to a beautiful start today. If someone comes and asks me, how I'm going, how you doing? Of course I'll lie. Of course I will lie. But not everything is good, guys. I mean, when is everything ever good? Think about it. When has everything ever been good in your life? Except for when you were probably an infant. You know what I mean? When you had no cares. But life is full of problems. There's always room for more. So you can't focus on the problems, you just keep it repeating itself because it's stuck in your mind and everything starts in your mind. You keep thinking if the problems is all you think about. That's what your reality is always going to be. There's some people walking around stressed out, they're thinking about their problems every day, they're sleeping, dreaming about their problems, they wake up, the first thing they think about is problems, they're having a conversation with something, the first thing come out their mouth is the problems. You can't live like that, guys. You're doing yourself. That's the worst type of enemy to have, is yourself. You're actually doing yourself. There's no one to point the finger at but yourself. Nobody likes to take responsibility and ownership and own up to issues. We quicker point the finger. You ever notice when you were a child and you start growing out of your clothes, out of your shoes, everything? You go to mommy or daddy or whatever and you say, "Mommy, daddy, my shoe don't fit no more. This shirt don't fit no more. This hat don't fit no more." You blame the hat, you blame the shoe, you blame the clothes, when the blame is actually on you. So we've been trained from an early age to point the finger. And it started very young, man. Very young. So it's hard to shake out of that shit as an adult, just snap out of it. Like, you know what I mean? But it first starts with realizing that that's what you was doing. And that you were in the wrong for doing that. You were doing it to yourself. So once you realize that, you know better, you do better. It's on you to do better, you feel me? Most people that know better don't necessarily do better. You just say, oh, it is what it is. And they carry on. But it's in your power, man. Now, what I was saying about problems, to make my point about how your problems affect you and affect your reality, here's a live example of a thing that actually happened. There's this guy in India that got overwhelmed by his problems and life, and he was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? And he took a bottle of antidepressants that was prescribed to him from a doctor. He swallowed the whole bottle, 30 pills, 20 pills, whatever it was. He swallowed the whole damn thing, right? And just wait to die. Someone spotted him, took him to the hospital. He was shutting down by then. Heart rate spiked, body shutting down, organs losing it, going ballistic. But then, the doctor who prescribed the medication to him came and told him that, unknowing to him, he was part of a trial. It was a placebo trial. And he was given placebo instead of the antidepressants that he believed that he was given and that he took the whole bottle of. Once he was told that, all his symptoms started to get better. His body started to stabilize, his heart rate, everything, his organs stopped shutting down. Everything went into reverse. And he was well again before you know it. Just because the doctor revealed to him that what he was given was placebo. Now, for those who don't know what a placebo is, first thing I do when I don't hear a word I know, I jump on Google or grab a dictionary. You know what I mean? But a placebo is like what House gave to that guy when he thought he had all these problems. He was in this pain. Oh my God, I pain my neck, and my back, right? House didn't believe him, think it was all in his mind, and gave him a damn tic-tac, a tic-tac to go home with. Dude took the tic-tac and he feel better. So there's many cases like this where placebos were used. Now, a placebo is is something that's not the real medication. You were being lied to and being told that it's something when it's something else, when it's maybe a candy, something that, or a pill of salt or sugar. something that doesn't really do anything for you besides give you some extra salt or sugar, or it's a candy or something. And you believing, just because you believe you took a certain thing. So you know what? This proves that you could take, someone could give you something claiming it's a snack, right? And then you eat it, and then they say, aha, gotcha, bitch. That was poison I just gave you. And because it's, someone that you're not very well on good terms with, or for some reason, whatever reason you believe that person will do something like that, you could die because you believe you took poison. You could literally die because you believe that what that person gave you was poison, even though it might have been a freaking Tic Tac or something. A Tic Tac. M&Ms or something. So it's all in your head, and your mind is very powerful. It's a statement said here and there all the time, but nobody really believes it. I could see it in society that nobody believes that their mind is the one with the power, that they have the power. Nobody believes. Look at their lives. Look at how they live in. There won't be any bums on the street. There won't be any homeless people or people going through any kind of issues if you really believe that. Don't get me wrong, I fall in that category too, and I'm working on myself, but the first important thing that I did was discovered and realized that this is the case. Alright? And now I'm walking with that mentality, trying to enact it in my daily life. And I heard somewhere that words have power, immense power. And so if that is the case, I wanted to come here and spread the word to you, to let you know that it's all in your mind, guys. What better way to use this powerful thing called words? What better way than to influence your life and other people's lives for good things? Speak good into your life all the time, and speak good to anyone. Bestow blessings on anyone that you encounter throughout your day-to-day. No cursing, no disrespecting, no wishing something bad or thinking diabolical thoughts in your mind. Try to think positive and speak positive. And it will show up. It will show up. But just like the things that we look for in our homes that don't show up until we are not looking for it, that's how that operates as well. So when you're not expecting or looking for it, that's when it shows up for some reason. That's the kicker. But the point is to remember that you have the power, guys. I'm on a mission to put positive poetry out into the world, and that's the message I spread indirectly through all of them, positive things like that. And I think you could benefit from it if you're a positive person and you're not a pessimistic person. You'll enjoy it and you'll benefit from it. But to the pessimistic, negative people, it's to you especially I want to get this book, because you need it the most. You need it the most. You need it more than those that are already positive and just looking for some backup to keep them afloat. You, the negative, pessimistic people, need it the most, because it could benefit you more than anyone else. It's positive poetry that I spill in these books. So give me a test drive, guys. Alright, give me a test drive. I'm only down to one right now. I sold the rest. By this evening, this will be sold if I show anybody it, and they read even one poem, it'll be sold. That's how good these are. You just don't hear about me because I didn't sell out. You know what I mean? And I prioritize, and money is not a priority to me. Money is just a means to an end. There's no prioritizing when it comes to money to me, man. Money is a piece of paper from a tree that we give all this importance and call it God. And then saying God we trust. In God we trust. You're talking about the dollar, you're not talking about